The Trump administration has issued a presidential memorandum aimed at reforming and strengthening the regulation of direct-to-consumer, DTC, pharmaceutical advertising in the United States. This action comes after decades of relaxed enforcement by the Food and Drug Administration, FDA, which has led to a significant increase in ad spending by pharmaceutical companies. The memorandum, a key part of the Make America Healthy Again strategy, directs federal health agencies, including the FDA and the Department of Health and Human Services, HHS, to enforce existing laws more aggressively and close regulatory loopholes. Specifically, the directive targets the adequate provision loophole created in 1997, which allows drug ads to direct consumers to a website or phone number for side effect information, rather than including a comprehensive list in the ad itself. The new policy mandates greater transparency, particularly on television and social media, requiring the full disclosure of all major side effects and contraindications. Analysis: reasons and consequences. The primary reason behind this new policy is the administration's concern over what it terms the over-medicalization of the American public, fueled by misleading and unbalanced pharmaceutical advertising. Critics of the current system, including Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr., argue that these ads often create a deceptive impression by downplaying risks and overstating benefits. The previous lax enforcement, with the FDA issuing only a handful of warning letters in recent years, has allowed this issue to escalate, particularly with the rise of social media influencers and telehealth companies promoting drugs without proper disclosures. The new memorandum aims to restore the pre-1997 paradigm of strict enforcement and a fair balance of information. The consequences of this policy are expected to be far-reaching, affecting both the pharmaceutical industry and the media landscape. Consequences for the pharmaceutical industry: increased compliance costs. Drug companies will face a significant increase in compliance burdens. The need to create longer, more detailed ads that list all side effects will raise production costs and may reduce the number of products that can be advertised. Shift in marketing strategy. Companies may shift their advertising budgets away from broad-reach television and social media campaigns towards more targeted, doctor-focused marketing. Potential for reduced sales. By making risks more transparent, the ads may be less effective at driving patient demand. This could lead to a decline in sales for some brand-name drugs, especially those with significant side effects. Consequences for media and consumers. Disruption to media revenue. The crackdown could disrupt billions of dollars in annual ad spending, negatively impacting media companies that rely heavily on pharmaceutical advertising revenue. Enhanced patient transparency. The most significant benefit is for the public. Patients will receive more comprehensive and balanced information directly from the ads, enabling them to have more informed conversations with their doctors. Impact on social media. The policy will bring an end to the Wild West of social media drug promotion, forcing influencers and telehealth companies to adhere to the same stringent rules as traditional media. Predictions for the future. The success of this memorandum hinges on the sustained enforcement of its provisions. While the FDA is taking immediate action by issuing hundreds of enforcement and warning letters, the long-term impact will depend on the agency's commitment to this aggressive stance. Litigation and legal challenges. The pharmaceutical industry and its allies may challenge the policy, arguing that it infringes on their First Amendment rights to commercial speech. The administration's defense is likely to be that the policy is a necessary measure to protect public health and prevent deception, which are core government interests. Ad length and content changes. Expect to see a dramatic change in the format of television pharmaceutical ads. Shorter, high-concept ads may be replaced by longer, more clinical spots that dedicate a substantial portion of their airtime to side effects. Rise of new marketing channels. While traditional and social media advertising may be hit, pharmaceutical companies will likely explore new, compliance-friendly marketing channels. This could include increased spending on medical conferences, professional journals, and direct engagement with healthcare providers. Solutions and recommendations. To navigate this new regulatory landscape, pharmaceutical companies should proactively adapt their strategies rather than waiting for enforcement actions. Embrace radical transparency. Companies should view the new requirements not as a burden, but as an opportunity to build trust. Creating ads that are genuinely transparent and balanced from the outset will minimize regulatory scrutiny and could even improve a brand's reputation with both patients and healthcare providers. Strengthen internal compliance. Invest heavily in internal compliance teams and technologies. Utilizing AI and data analytics can help companies monitor their own marketing campaigns in real time to ensure adherence to new regulations and flag potential risks before they escalate. Revise digital marketing policies. For social media, companies must create strict guidelines for influencer partnerships, sponsored content, and any other digital promotions. All content should be vetted to ensure it meets the same standards as a broadcast television ad, with clear, conspicuous, and neutral disclosure of risks. Engage with regulatory bodies. Instead of adopting an adversarial stance, pharmaceutical companies can foster a collaborative relationship with the FDA and HHS. Participating in industry forums and maintaining open communication can help companies stay ahead of regulatory changes and even influence the rulemaking process. This memorandum represents a significant shift in U.S. health policy, moving away from a laissez-faire approach to a more proactive and patient-centric model of pharmaceutical advertising. While the transition may be challenging for the industry, the long-term benefits of greater transparency and improved public health are expected to outweigh the initial disruption.